And it's the drive home with Rebel and Candy, and joined in the studio, they're going to be playing tonight at the Deck. Ben and Ted from Mumford Sons, welcome to the show, guys.
Hi, mate.
Thanks, Rebel.
Thanks for having us.
Our pleasure.
Now you've already... Hi. Thank you for not forgetting me.
Yeah.
Now I know you guys have already been in Hobart for a couple of days, seen the sights and whatnot, but I'm wondering whether you've had the pleasure yet, specifically yourself, Ben, to see whether you have had a Tassie Devil Pie.
I have not had a Tassie Devil Pie.
For your food blog, it hasn't made it on there yet.
It hasn't yet. We just drove back from Bruny Islands about an hour ago.
I ate something on.
That might have been Tassie Devil in that pie, Ted.
No, it was what was it called?
Scallop pie?
No, it wasn't.
No,
It's
it's
one
a
of your
meat.
local friends, not a koala.
A wallaby.
A wallaby. I ate wallaby.
Smoked wallaby, didn't
I
you?
had smoked wallaby. Yeah.
Very tasty smoked
Well,
wallaby.
Really.
You can eat all of our marsupials, just about. Some you probably
Yeah.
want to, the koalas aren't all that tasty. They're
Well,
really
Ben, we
tough.
have a treat for you.
Wow.
We'd
Know
love
that
you
you're a
to
big
try
foodie.
our specialty. It's
Okay.
a rarity to be able to eat Tassie Devil Pies. And we'd love to know your first impressions of having a bite.
I can tell you the look on his face right now.
I'm going to read Ted's.
I've got one for both of you.
Ted's my taste buds though, so I'm going to let him.
All right,
It'll be
Ted's
his
diving in. No fear. They say it tastes it's a little bit gamey.
It is?
Mm.
So, out of 10, what are you rating the Tassie Devil Pie?
It's a solid 9.5.
Is it really?
Really?
Guys,
I'm just going to go over here and eat this.
do you feel a little bit awkward eating a Tassie Devil?
I saw a Tassie Devil today. It was on the side of the A6.
Yeah.
And it was ready for the cooking.
Ready for the pie?
Yeah. Well, we let them marinate out on the highway for a little while before we
that's
whack
nice.
them in the pie.
Well, we'll stop being mean now and we will tell you the
good.
truth. It is actually just a steak pie.
Just another
We don't actually eat our beautiful little Tassie Devils.
What was that about?
Just wanted to see
Really
if we-
goes through emotions.
I can't believe they're making us eat this little
been
furry guy.
Hey guys, now there was a rumour going about before you came here. Please correct me if it's incorrect. Such as rumours, you never know if they're
Yes.
going to be true or not.
They're all dodgy.
Is it true that the reason you've come to Tassie because one of you have a old family member that lived here once, or is it just
Wow.
because you love us?
Gotta love a good rumour.
Yeah. No, I think it's the latter. I think it's just because we love you.
Yay!
Which is a better reason, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love the
I
love.
don't think the history of British people in Tasmania is too great a thing. So
No.
we don't have any known ancestors here. We just thought we'd come and explore the sort of further parts of Australia that we could on this trip.
Have you had a chance to check out Port Arthur?
Because the boys went down today. We
Yeah.
went to, I keep forgetting what it's called.
Yeah, we went to Bruny.
Bruni.
Yeah.
Went down to Adventure Bay.
Yep,
Yeah.
beautiful spot.
Yeah, it was stunning.
Really great.
But when it comes from coming from the UK, Port Arthur's a nice spot just to go and have a look and go, oh my God.
Yeah, well, that's what Winston, our badger, did.
He checked it out?
He did that, yeah.
Awesome. Now listen guys, a list of nominations, Grammys, ARIAs, Brit, MTV Awards, but I was just reading today that you guys have made history. The first time since 1964, you guys have got 5 tracks, 5 singles in the Billboard Top 100 in the States. The last time that was done was the Beatles in 1964. How does that feel for you guys to actually be breaking records around the world?
I mean, it's lovely, isn't it? You know, I mean, it's a lovely thing. But I think the way that these sort of facts are compiled, they're not always entirely accurate. I think they're quite flattering. Sometimes it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, the Beatles had like 6 songs in the top 10 or something.
Yeah, they had 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5
Yeah.
in April of 1964.
And we have like 87, 53.
For now.
That's just semantics, don't worry about that.
I know, but it's like, you know, obviously it's huge. It's a hugely big deal, and we appreciate it. But it's, you know, these comparisons are pretty easy to make. You know. Yeah, they're loose. Yeah.
I know a lot of your songs are inspired by Shakespearean lyrics. Do you guys just sit around and read poetry together?
Yeah.
To each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mostly in our underwear.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to ask that.
Are we a demonstration? No.
A demonstration of us reading Shakespeare.
And our underpants.
All right, it's on.
I'm quite embarrassed even having asked that.
When's the last time you guys were home? Because I know this tour you're on's seems like endless. Has it been a while?
It's a weird thing when people ask us that because we're never home for long.
Yeah.
It's in some respects it's felt like 5 years we've been on the road, and then sometimes going back for those few days makes it all like reset and we get a break. So we're going back to London for for 4 days. We're going to New Zealand after Australia, and then LA, and then back to London for 4 days.
Wow.
Before starting our UK run.
Now, the brand new album, Babel, we're loving it, playing the newest hit off it as well, of
Yes.
course, at the moment. How would you explain that? Sorry, how does that differ from your last album?
I don't know. It was a very different process, you know. Like, I think making your first record is like there's a lot of naivety, you know. And then I think when we came to make the second album, we sort of thought we knew what we were doing. We started using Sign No More as a sort of template to make the second album. We realised that was just not how you make a record. No, two records make the same. So it was actually built up in a very different way. So between space of touring, we'd come back from the road and have a couple of weeks in the studio somewhere. And I think in terms of like the sound, it's sort of, I think the writing has sort of changed a little bit, matured a bit, and the songs, I think we're just getting better at sort of conveying what it is we're trying to share, you know, emotionally. So yeah, it's a record we're very proud of.
And it's a collaboration from you all. You all sort of dive in and get amongst it.
That's right.
Because I was reading the list of instruments that you guys play in the band.
Yeah.
And it was almost 2 pages long. That's pretty incredible.
We don't play any of them well.
You don't play
It's okay. We'll be testing that in a couple of moments' time.
Okay,
Before we do get to that, though, the performance that you guys have got tonight at the Deck, tickets are still available. Old stuff and new stuff, or more of the new stuff? What are we expecting?
It's about 50-50. To be honest, it's been about 50-50 for a while because Sign No More only lasted about 45 minutes. So we're going to be up there playing for an hour and a half or so tonight. We've got a couple of great acts out touring with us. Edward Sharp and Magnetic Zeros from LA are playing just before, and then opening up is Willie Mason from Massachusetts, who's a fantastic singer-songwriter.
Awesome.
Are you able to share with us what the first song is that you'll be playing tonight, or do we have to be there to find out?
I don't usually know for sure.
No.
It's generally been Lover's Eyes.
Best thing to do is to come down and find out for yourselves.
Of course,
the plan.
expected that answer.
One thing I love about live concerts, particularly bands that have been on tour for quite a while, is a lot of bands like to test songs. You slip it out there and see how the audience react. You guys going to do that tonight? Will we hear some stuff that's in the pipeline, maybe being worked on, that we might catch on future albums?
Yeah, well, just the other night, where were we?
In Perth, when we were jamming that thing up.
Was it Dungog? We came on, I can't remember. I think it was. I think we were in Dungog, which is like an hour and a half northwest of Newcastle.
Yep.
And we were playing, we played Babel for the first time live, just because we felt like doing it. And so that was really fun, and I think it's just however the crowd like drive us. We're very much a reactive band in that way. Like if we feel like people want us to be playing quiet stuff because they're really attentive, or if they're really looking for a party, we might throw in a cover or a brand new song.
Cool.
Yeah. What
covers do you guys do? Do you do many covers, just out of random curiosity?
Some, yeah.
Yeah, we usually use it as a vehicle to sort of involve some of the other bands we're touring with.
Yep.
So like when we're out with Doors in the US, we were doing a little Help from My Friends, the old Joker Cocker song.
Yeah.
Which was really fun. We played The Weight with them and a few other bands.
Awesome track, yeah.
We've worked up a little sort of rendition of The Chain, Fleetwood Mac.
Awesome.
Which we're rocking at the moment.
Oh,
it's quite fun. So, yeah. Yeah, we like to...
diversity in covers, very much so.
Yeah.
Awesome. Listen, guys, we're going to take a break. We will be back, though. We've got a few sort of little surprises and bits and odds and ends in the studio. We've been racing around getting organised. Ben and Ted from Mumford Sons, guys, appearing tonight at the Deck. You can still get your tickets at the door, but we'll be back with the lads in just a minute.